Yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the D.Bail Files. I'm your host, D.Bail. I'm here with the lovely Lalah Hathaway. She's going to talk to us about her new album, Self-Portrait, and let us know about some other things that she has going on. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
I was reading that you co-produced and co-wrote your entire album.
Absolutely.
What was that experience like?
You know, it was a good experience. As an artist, you really want to put as much of yourself into a project as possible. So I'm happy to do that. I want to be even more involved with the next record.
Okay. A lot of your songs are based off experiences that you're going through. Like, do you necessarily be in a certain mood or a certain atmosphere to come up with these concepts? Or
It really depends. Sometimes, you know, it'll rain and you'll get a song, or it'll be a day like today and you'll get a song, or you're upset or you're mad or you're happy or you're glad, or you saw some kids or a balloon or you had a good meal. It really just depends on what's happening on that day, you know?
Definitely. Now, your first album dropped in 1990. Obviously, the business...
Were you born in 1990?
Yes, of course I was. It's just the Botox. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a...
Restylane.
It's the Botox. I got a little plastic surgery done,
Right
so,
on.
you know, but I'm what they call young old school. That's my nickname.
Me too.
I work for WBLS as well.
Okay.
So, you know, I got an old soul. They always said that about me. Grew up on music, Temptations,
Right on.
Stylistics, Blue Magic, Al Green, Donny Hathaway as
Right
well.
on.
And I like old music. When I was in here, you were playing some music, some Ella Fitzgerald earlier, and that type of music that just brings a calmness to me.
Yeah, you know, music at some point was meant to uplift, and not so much music does that anymore.
Right.
But you can always go back to those classics and get that feeling.
Okay. So, as far as the business, like, do you feel like it's becoming a better situation now rather than back in the days, or do you feel like it's harder for artists to kind of get their out there with all the politics in the business?
Well, you know, it's both easier and harder. The internet has changed the way that we are able to get media and content. So a lot of people like me, like Rasan Patterson, like Lettucey, like Misha Paris, you know, it's harder for us to mainstream opportunities maybe than it was 10, 15 years ago.
Okay.
But it's a good time now for independent artists, I think. You know, underground, particularly soul music. I think there's an emergence of this, a renaissance of this music.
Definitely, especially when it comes to the live performance. So that's where a lot of artists are going to now. They're doing more live performances, and only artists are going to really be able to survive this transition.
Exactly.
So how a Lalah Hathaway show be? Like, what can I expect if I come for the night?
Well, if you come to my show, hopefully you'll be hypnotized and mesmerized.
Okay.
You'll be, you'll feel comforted, you'll feel good, you'll feel pain, you'll feel joy, you'll feel sorrow.
Right.
The number one thing is to make sure that you're comfortable and you feel good when you leave.
Cool.
You know?
Cool. Now, I always do this for people that may not be here, might want to know a little bit more about you. With your upcoming album, if you could pick a song that you would want somebody that's maybe a new listener that wants to see where your talent is, what would be the one song that you would pick for them to listen to, and why?
Well, I'd have to pick the single because it's the single. But it's hard to pick one song. And it's like, of all your fingers, if you could only point at the people with one finger, which would it be? I think the whole record, the whole body of work is representative of me.
Right.
But the single. Go ahead and do the single. Let go.
Okay.
Just do the single.
Go? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to let you let go. We'll be right back on the D.Bail Files.